In February 2022, the world believed Ukraine would fall within days. Russia had mobilized hundreds of thousands of soldiers, tanks, and missiles. One of the largest military machines on the planet was about to crush a much smaller country. The plan seemed simple: advance quickly, capture Kyiv, overthrow the government, install a regime allied with the Kremlin. But something completely unexpected happened. Ukraine did not fall. It resisted, fought, and transformed the war into a historic disaster for Russia. Today, years after the start of the invasion, one question dominates the global military debate. How did a smaller country manage to stop a nuclear superpower? And more importantly, how did the war that was supposed to destroy Ukraine end up changing the destiny of Russia itself? When the Kremlin decided to invade Ukraine, the objective was not just to occupy territories. The plan was much bigger. Intelligence reports indicate that Moscow believed the Ukrainian government would collapse quickly. Russian special forces were ready to act inside Kyiv. The strategy was simple: decapitate the government, remove the president, install a pro-Russian government. In theory, everything should have happened in a few days. For Moscow, the war would be quick, a show of power, a warning to the world. But what happened was exactly the opposite. When the first Russian troops crossed the border, the whole world expected a swift collapse. But Ukraine reacted, and it reacted brutally. Civilians volunteered. Thousands took up arms. Entire cities were transformed into makeshift fortresses. And as the Russian troops advanced towards Kyiv, they encountered something they didn't expect: total resistance. Every road blocked, every bridge destroyed, every kilometer contested. The blitzkrieg planned by the Kremlin began to slow down. Military experts believe Moscow made a fundamental mistake: underestimating the enemy. The Kremlin believed that Ukrainians would see Russian soldiers as liberators. But that never happened. Instead, the invasion united the country. Political differences disappeared. Regions previously divided began fighting side by side. The war created something powerful: a national identity stronger than ever. The invasion also provoked an immediate international reaction. Western countries began sending aid, weapons, military training, intelligence, drones. The conflict quickly ceased to be just a regional war. It transformed into one of the largest geopolitical confrontations of the 21st century. Another unexpected factor completely changed the course of the war: technology. Inexpensive drones began destroying million-dollar tanks. Portable missile systems began shooting down helicopters. Small mobile units replaced large armored columns. The battlefield was being rewritten, and Ukraine was learning fast, very fast. But resistance came at a terrible price. Entire cities were devastated. Thousands of civilians died. Millions were forced to flee their homes. The war left deep scars on the country. Even so, Ukraine continued fighting. While Ukraine strengthened militarily, Russia faced increasing challenges: economic sanctions, international isolation, significant military losses. The conflict that was supposed to consolidate the Kremlin's power began to generate internal and external pressures. The war that was supposed to last days now dragged on for years. Today, it has completely changed the balance of power in Europe. Military alliances have been strengthened. Defense budgets have increased. Countries are preparing for new war scenarios. The conflict has redefined global security, and its consequences may last for decades.